Hello and welcome back. It's episode 2 of We Are Central. As always, thanks for joining me and thank you for coming back for the second episode. Hopefully you're going to stay for the long run and hopefully you're going to smash a thumbs up, get involved in the comments, subscribe if you're new. Let me know what you think. I'm buzzing for this series. Hopefully you are too. But most importantly, thank you for your view. Right, first half of the season we're going to get through. We're going to have a look at a few things. And don't forget, we've got an FM22 game giveaway. There are going to be clues throughout the first 3 episodes. So keep your eyes out. I'll drop the question in the next one. And one of you is going to win a copy. Thanks to Darrell Motion, absolute legend. Best Frenchman I've ever known. Right, let's get into the episode. So we're going to start the episode right here on our general page. And you can see right behind my head some yellow writing. We are under a transfer embargo due to breach of financial regulation. So the club is not out of it yet. We're not out of the woods. There's a long way to go and it's probably going to be some tough times really. So I was hoping we could do the best we could because I had a lot of worry. But I'm also excited because I want a challenge. I want it to be tough in certain ways. So even though we're under a transfer embargo and we've got no money to spend and we've got no wages, my director of football, Lee Greenshield, has still managed to sign me a player. £100 a week, Finley Cook, but he's nothing to shout about. No one's going to be anything to shout about. And I wish he wouldn't. We need to get the money, I'm hoping, as the season goes on, hopefully, because we're still a big club and the attendances may be down, but we're still going to make some money that way. We might be able to cover some costs and sort them finances out because a lot of the time in this game, it does sort itself out. So, fingers crossed. Now, staff-wise, yeah, this hurts me. If you know me and what I do, I love building staff. I've done it with all kinds of clubs. It's easy. I love it. It's a big advantage. So, not being able to do it and leaving it in the hands of my boss, Christian Peter, CP, it's very frustrating. What's very funny is this game, though, because he is in charge of it, right? So he's going out there offering contracts to loads of coaches and then coming back to me and saying, can't sign him, can't afford him, I'm having to cancel it. What are you telling me for? You're the one doing it. You're the one dealing with it. Yeah, weird. He does improve it a little bit, though, to be fair. Not as good as I would. But like I said, the money, I've got money issues. So I just needed to work with what I had and get the best out of him. And this is what I have. This is my entire squad. I've promoted some kids from the youth to try and fill out some spots, but when you look at that and you look at their best positions, you'll see 2 right backs, 4 centre halves, 2 left backs, pretty balanced. 2 natural central midfielders, loads of wingers. A lot of them guys can play though and cover in the middle, so it's fine. 3 strikers. Now, some people might say, "Oh, build a tactic around what you've got." I don't do that. I'm not a tactic guy. I have tactics I love and I stick to. I'm a big believer in my own philosophy, my own tactic. You fit it or bugger off. So I'm going to stick to my guns and I'm going to be playing the tactic I've been using recently with an attacking midfielder, high press, going for it, try and score as many goals as possible, probably going to concede some and just see what we can do. A bit of Kevin Keegan football. Anyway, the guys you can see right there that highlighted are patrons. Patrons that decided to be average players in my team. So we're going to have a quick look through it, try and be as quick as possible. We've got Craig here. He's my 18-year-old goalkeeper. John Cant, we back up, he's quality, isn't he? Rick Partridge, right back. Joe Catley, I mean, he's not bad, him, to be fair, 27-year-old. Lee Masters, legend, was a striker for the Valley. I've changed it up. Lee is now a centre half. Matt Dunster, legend, great picture he sent me for his own face. Matty McNeil, he's a left back and a centre half. Johnny Lidcott, 16-year-old, but he's not bad, is he? He's got some potential. Lee Bangsmore, legend, top subscriber. Gabrielle, 15. Ricky Forsyth, brilliant. He's not bad, him, to be fair. He's only 15. Unflushable Junior, the son of the famous Unflushable Senior. Yeah, he's all right. Got a lot of potential, the young Scotsman. Ben Dollery, another subscriber of mine. He can play on both wings. Thierry Slater, 27. Now, I've got some good players. He's one of them, Kyle Jones. Quite like him. Sean Brown, decent player as well. Kieran Griffiths, not bad. Can play on the wing. Richard Jones, he ain't too bad either. Can play in the middle, 16 years old. Jeffrey Adams, he's all right. We're League 2. Although, yeah, Rob Allen's class. but I'm worried about Rob Allen. I'll talk to about that in a second. Samuel Mohammed. We've got Schlinks Lincoln. Not his real name, but he is a subscriber. Mike Gallagher and Nick Dale. Now, my worry is, okay, if we switch the contracts and got to expire, you may notice we've got many guys here who are coming to the end of their deals. Good bloody players, right? Can't offer them new deals. So if we don't sort these finances out, if they don't somehow fix themselves, they're going to leave, right? A lot of these regens have been given, good players, off out the door, and some of them are wanted. So maybe my director of football will sell them and I won't have a say in it. It'll make it interesting, but no matter what we can do this year, next season, hopefully the finances sort out and I've got some money to spend, and Lee Greenshield spends it wisely, because there's going to be some changes. Now, playing the game this way is allowing me to be a bit freer. You can call it lazy, but I think it adds a good element to the series, giving control of everything to everyone else. I'm not scouting, I'm not doing anything. What's the point? I'm leaving it all to them, especially for the first few seasons. We'll see how it goes. If it's a disaster and I'm going to get sacked, I might have to have a word with the chairman and wrestle back some control, because I don't know how it's going to go. But it is freeing me up to just play the game and not waste a lot of time. So I'm hoping I can fly through this in a way. Just hopefully I don't get sacked. Now, my patrons are brilliant. These guys support me. They keep the channel going, and doing things like this, putting them in games like this. It's like a thank you to them for supporting me. A lot of the equipment I've got over the years has been because of them. Stops me having to use the family money at the minute, and I've got 2 kids, so it's massively appreciated. So I do want to highlight these guys, and like I said, hopefully sign them one day, but I can't do all that in one episode. So each episode I'm going to have a look through groups. So we're going to have a look at the Denton Villa guys today, then we'll have a look at the Munchen Club, then the Thames Valley, and then I'll work my way through all the other guys who are playing for the teams they support. So here we are at Denton Villa with a legendary sub of mine, great guy, and he's someone who's become a friend. We talk very regular on WhatsApp, sending each other videos and so on. He's a really good bloke. He owns and runs his own goalkeeping coaching academy in Kent, does very well with it. He's done really well for himself. I'm very happy for him, and he's a very good goalkeeper himself. So he is the goalkeeper, or a youth goalkeeper, a wonder kid youth goalkeeper at Denton Villa, and it's Brett Wood. The next one is Luke Bardsley. Now, you might know Luke, you might remember him from the Offbeat podcast. A lot of you supported that and went and watched my episode on his channel, which has been their most viewed ever, which, you know, it's great for them, and thank you. I really appreciate it. Now, me and Luke have got a little collaboration, Football Manager collaboration, that we've worked on. It's ready. Just got to sort out a date to film it. So you will see the real Luke on my channel very soon. Now, maybe because it's one of my older teams, but not many of my patrons wanted to play for Villa, so I needed 2 players. So I've put my sons in the game like I did on Thames Valley. So at first, we've got my youngest, who in real life is 16 months old, and an absolute is mint. He's got the biggest curly head now at the minute. It's like a full-on afro. He's brilliant. It's my Jackson. He's 17 years old. I've made him a defender this time round, and he's class. Don't think we'll ever get to sign him, not while he's playing for Denton though. And then my oldest son, Fletcher, who is 5 in 2 weeks, and he's very excited. It's his first birthday party coming up. He's buzzing because of COVID have ruined the last 2. He's not been able to have one. Proper, we're going all out. All his friends are coming, loads of people. He's going to like a play centre. He'll be sat at like a big long table, like a king in a throne with a little crown on. I can't wait for it. He's so excited. He's such a good kid, you know. Love him to pieces. Might sign him one day, hopefully, because he's a wonder kid striker. So we've now jumped forward to the 1st of Jan, and as you can see, Lee Greenshields brought in more players on a free. They're all young. They can all help me out in certain areas. He's a real player. He's a real player. I mean, would I have signed him? No. I mean, not because they're crap, but just because of the money situation. If I was in control, I'd have soldiered on. But I'm not in control. Now, to be fair to the boss, he did go to work a little bit with the coaching team. It's improved, although we've got many slots. He keeps trying. He keeps going out there and offering contracts for coaches, and then coming back to me saying, you can't have him. I'm cancelling it. Nothing to do with me, honestly. It's doing me head in a little bit. So, you know, hopefully when the finances come in, he can fill them slots, because it's decent. I can live with it. We've got money in the bank because, you know, we're a big club. 40,000 capacity, although it's never full. But some reason we're overspending on the wages. I can't ask them to increase anything. We can't change anything. The club needs to reduce its wage bill by £5,000 a week. I don't know how, when no one's on mega money. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with that. I've just got to do my best this season. Hopefully we can earn a little bit of money. And maybe in the summer, CP, because I've not made him a tycoon, he's not super rich, but I have given him decent resources. Enough to at least put a couple of million in. So get your hand in your pocket, CP. So the FA Cup first round, and we played Solihull Moors, right? And this was a start I'm going to show you the results in a minute. This was a start of a bad run, really. And we were favourites because they're non-league. But they've got a special player, weirdly. We'll have a look at him. It's Mitchell Holton. Might as well check him out now because we played Solihull Moors. He supports them, he supports Birmingham City, and he supports Dortmund. Now, you might know him as Salmon FM. He is a YouTuber. He's recently finished FM. He went and vlogged Rangers versus Dortmund. He went to the game and it just blew up. He got thousands of views on it. I think he's turned his channel into a vlogging channel. I'll try and remember to put a link down below, so go and check him out. He's a really good guy. He's been in some of my videos in the past. I love it to pieces. Keep in touch all the time. So this is Mitchell Holton. Maybe we'll sign him one day. I can't see him staying here for long. So the Carabao Cup first round, and we drew Crewe, a League One team. I thought, yeah, we're done here. But wow, my lads performed. We did really, really well. Very happy. It was quite close. It could have gone either way, really. But we created a lot of chances, and we do that quite often. And we beat them 2-1. Then we got the draw for the second round, and wow. It's too early in this season for me to jump in and do a live con, but I wish I had. As soon as I saw the team we were playing, I was straight onto Zoom to talk to my assistant manager. Joe, I have to call you quickly. Guess who we've got in the... What are you wearing?
Sorry, what, boss?
We've got Tame Valley in the cup. I've got straight on the phone to call you to tell you because it's exciting. And you're wearing a Tame Valley shirt. What are you wearing your old Tame Valley shirt for?
Don't know what you mean, boss. Don't know what you mean. It means nothing to me.
If you've got that on the game day, mate, we'll be in serious trouble. Get it off. Tame Valley days are over. Now, you'd be happy to know that he didn't turn up wearing his Tame Valley kit because I warned him, honestly. He still loves the Valley. And we beat him. We beat Premier League Tame Valley 2-0. Now, we didn't play their best team, and they're kind of struggling. We'll have a look in a bit. They're kind of struggling in the Premier League. It is what it is. I'm like, really? We're not this good. But look at that. Masters, Bangsmore, Partridge, Jonesy on the right. They did the business for me. But then we came up against another Premier League team. This time it was Norwich. Now, they may be struggling in real life or on the game. And I think we played pretty well, but we're just letting a lot of shit goals. I went defensive with this one. Maybe that backfired on me. I don't know. It is what it is. It was nice. Beating Tame Valley was brilliant. But really, it's all about the league. And the league's not been bad. Because yes, we're top. Now, we've had some bad results. We lost 5, drawn 4. This is competitive. I mean, we're only 2 points at the top. Got Salford behind us. Everyone else isn't too far behind us. Schlinks Lincoln. I love that name. What a name. He's done really well. Lee, he's doing really well for me. Second best player in the league. And I'm happy. Because I want to get out of here. And we only have to get in the top 3. Because if we get promoted, no matter what happens, if we end up with a point deduction, fair enough. If we can somehow survive that and the money sorts itself out, we could really kick on then. Because I really want to just get this club, I'll be honest with you, up to the Premier League as quick as possible, even with all the restrictions on me. So let's look at them results. And I've put all the results in here. You can see the cup games as well. So we're starting off, look at that. 7-4 against Carlisle. What a game. That is pure Kevin Keegan. So yeah, you can see if you look at our attendances, obviously when we played a rival, a Premier League team, we filled the stadium. But apart from that, got 20,000 prawn sandwich eating bloody glory hunters who aren't coming week in, week out. We could do with them coming. Come support the club. We need the money to get back up the league. So yeah, 20,000 though is pretty good. So yeah, we've been alright. Forest Green are a good team. Drew with Rochdale. Obviously lost 2 there. That was a big loss, to be honest. But then I went on another fantastic run, picking up an absolute ton of points. Look at that, a 7-3, a 5-0, a 5-3. But then when we got beat off non-league Solihull, went in a bit of a bad run. But, now it's a conspiracy theory. I've been playing it in sections, right? Because obviously I do all the stuff. I've got me building FC St. Paul and I'm doing it at the minute as well. I saved it there. turn the computer back on, go on a shit run. I saved it there, got up the next day, form's kind of sorted itself out. We all say it, lots of people say it. Sometimes, if you're on a bad run, just suck it. Save it, turn it off, come back to it the next day. And 9 times out of 10, your form will completely change one way or the other. Let's look at the other teams in the Bootyverse, and we'll start off with the German team, the Munchen Club. And also, if you've downloaded the save file and you're having to go yourself, please let me know in the comments which team you're going to be, and keep me updated on how you're doing, and we can compare you against how the computer's doing with them teams as well. So Munchen Club's doing not too bad, sitting in 11th. Look at the Premier League though. You got Tame Valley in 18th and Denton in 9th. So Denton are doing better. Now all I did, I don't think I mentioned this in the last episode, was I loaded up a standard save. I went on a player search and I looked at all the best players available that were transfer listed, broke them all down and just tried to distribute them evenly between those 3 teams to flesh out their squad. So they've got a group of young players, a group of players that weren't wanted, and then they've all got loads of money to add to that as well. But yeah, Tame Valley, I don't want them getting relegated. I want to be in the Premier League as quick as possible, competing with Denton, competing with the Valley, and competing with City United and all them bad boys. Now, I've won 2 managers in a month. I think I should have won more, I'll be honest with you. But what I do like is, look I love this. She's at Bradford. She's left Chelsea Women, she's at Bradford. I love how she can come into the game because she's a cracking manager. So this is a squad arranged by average rating at the halfway point of the season, and of course I am very worried. My group of youngsters are okay, but we've got some good players here whose contracts are running out, they wanted, and this is that time of year where people can start offering them deals and we can't. So I know I'm going to lose some players, but I'm excited by that. I'm excited by this challenge. I'm excited to see what randomness occurs. But Lee Bangsmore, quality player at left back. Matt Dunster's been really good. Kyle Jones on the wing, he's been really good. Rob Allen, top player. Ben, been fantastic as well. Goals wise, Mr. Schlinks Lincoln, who's knackered, and that's the trouble. Unflushable Junior, who's played a lot of games. I mean, he ain't got a 7, but he's a good little player. There's times he's burning out because there's certain players that just having to play and play and play. And there's a lot of games in there and they're burning out, but it's all part of the game. Quick bit of news. Greeno, buzzing that I've won manager of the month, and he's praised me in an interview. That is a first. I did not think he would be giving me any praise. I thought he'd try and take the praise for himself and say it was his guidance that helped me win manager of the month. So welcome to the first live comp of the We Are Central series. Hopefully you're going to join me for many more, and hopefully we can start this series off with a win together. But look at all the empty seats. Very annoying. The fans are out there because they all turned up for the Valley game. Just not here today. Now, I've took a risk with Schlinks Lincoln. Love that name. He's going to start most of the game. Don't know if he'll finish it. The backup striker's not too bad, to be fair. But he's a good player. Scores goals. So hopefully he can give us the first half at the very least. But that was Stevenage. Middle table team. I mean, we should be winning this. Right, it's Jonesy to Allen. Come on, let's put a bit of football together early doors. Here's Lincoln. Finds Unflushable Junior. Lovely ball. Through to Dollery. What's he going to do? Come on, Central. Can't believe I'm manager of Manchester Central again after 4 years. Very happy with it. They are back again in real life. The 3rd time they're back. But yeah, good luck to them. They're not in the same form they were last time. They were quite a decent club last time. They had merchandise and everything. They ain't got anything of that. They've had to start again. Now also, if you do play the game and you download the graphics, if you don't pay for MediaFire, which I don't, you won't be able to download it in one go. But you still can. You have to do it all individually. So it'll be totally up to you how much detail you want in your game. Maybe you just want to download the logos and the kits. And if you want all the faces, they're all going to be there as well. So it's totally up to you. I'm very excited for some of you to try it out and let me know who you are, what you're doing, how you do. Good ball! Go on, Ben. So we started this very well. I think we're dominating. They've not done much. Got a goal. Can we get another one? Here's Lee, second best player in the league at the minute. Finds Unflushable Junior, cracking little midfielder. I've got big hopes for him. Hopefully we don't sell him, because you know, Lee Greenshields, he's in charge. He might cash in. And there's Schlinks. That's what I'm talking about with the links. It'll be interesting to see if any of them can ever make it all the way up with us, but they should hopefully grow and develop. Here's Schlinks, the new Brian Kane. Oh, penalty referee. No messing about with VAR at this level. Go on, kiddo. There you go. Brilliant. Just like his dad. His dad was a right winger. But he's a good little player. Right, end of the first half here. Evolving mindset on the ad boards. Sponsors of Tame Valley. If you're struggling with your mental health and you see that pop up, great charity, all free. Just click on the ad board. Ooh, Ben's having a game. This half isn't over. We're not over. See what I mean? Just go at him. Don't matter about quality. Just go at teams. I'm a big believer in attack is the best form of defence. I'm chuffed with this though. First live com, 4-0 up at half time. You know what that means though, don't you? Second half, nothing's going to happen because it's now 5. No, what's happening? So it's half time here at Manchester at the Sabret Dalton. All the fans that do love the club still are supporting us, and I think this game's over. So here we go, second half is kicked off. I made no changes. Unflushable will probably come off at some point. But, you know, put a bit of a wet sponge on his knee. He's fine. He's fine. Be interested to see what happens in the second half, because it does happen a lot, that, doesn't it? I've talked about in the past. You'll have a killer first half, and second half, nothing happens. But, ooh, that is Lee. He's on a yellow card. What's he going to do? He's found unflushable. Nice bit of ball here. Masters back to unflushable. Finds Alan. Love Alan. If we lose him, I'll be gutted, because he's like one of the best players. Because I didn't give us, all I gave us was the patron players. Great finish, James. Great finish. Oh, no, it's getting chalked off, unfortunately. And then I left it. The computer will fill out the blanks. And even if I was a Premier League team, they don't give you Premier League players. They'll just give you random crappy players. So when you get a couple of decent ones, it's a good thing. So I was very happy with that. Because that's what I did with the original Central series. I didn't have anyone in it. I just started in the non-league with a squad that the computer gave me. And I think the only decent player it gave me was Brett Dalton. Ooh, go on, Jones. I made a couple of changes. Game's over in it, really. Sean Brown's come on for Slinks because he won 100% anyway. And Young Unflushable has come off. Joey wants me to make more changes. Joe Page, legendary assistant, great right back for the Valley. I ended up with a regen, didn't I? He mentioned it in the first episode. A Finnish lad came in, and he got put on the back burner. He was a regen, but I ended up selling him for a load of money, and then he came back, worked his way up. I think he made it to the Premier League with me, which was insane. He ended up leaving the club, but came back. I did like that about the Valley when they all started coming back when they were older. I started bringing them back and putting them in the reserve so they could retire as Valley boys. But yeah, anyway, I don't know if this series will go on as long as that. I've no idea. We'll see what happens with it. There you go. Brilliant way to kick off a live com for the series. Fantastic performance. Ben Dollery, legend. What a game you had, lad. So there we go. Schlinks is now the leading goal scorer. Well done. And we're still top of the league by 5 points now. So if he keeps going this way, we're okay. As long as I'm top 3, we're okay. But, you know, we'll come back in the next one, episode 3. We'll see where we're at. Maybe we'll be in the playoffs. We don't know, because teams might add in January and we can't. I've just got what I've got. Hopefully don't lose anyone, because that could happen. So there we go. End of episode 2. Halfway through the first season. Hopefully I'll come back for episode 3. Like I said earlier, it's easy for me to get through because I've got nothing to do apart from hit that space bar, pick teams and play. So it's a lot of fun. So hopefully you'll come back. Really do appreciate it. Let me know what you think in the comments. Keep your eye out for clues. The final clue will be in episode 3 for the game giveaway. Yeah, it's looking promising. I think we've got a great chance of getting out of the league. Our only worry is what players we're going to keep, what players we're going to lose, what's going to happen with the finances. Maybe we'll know more about that at the end of the next episode, which hopefully I'll get out. I'm going to try and get them out as quick as I can. Start pumping these out as soon as I can. So thank you, as always, for your support. It means the world to me. Stay happy, stay safe, and booed. Bye-bye.